last done a video. A whole lot of stuff's been going on, but I did make this. So this is a World War I German airsoft loadout based on the medic class from the recently released Battlefield 1. Fantastic game that you all should play, or at the very least watch some gameplay of. Now, it looks alright. It's not the most accurate thing on the planet, but as far as it goes, it'll do. So, without further ado, from the top down, we have first of all a 1916 model Stahlhelm from Epic Militaria. I bought this as an imperfect model. It's very difficult to get off of your head once it is on for reasons. Literally the most pain in the ass thing on the planet. Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, that was a thing that fucked up. So it came imperfect because it had a slightly little issue with the lug, which you can see inside there. And this was due to, you can't really see that too well. That's fine. Issue with the lug, which actually keeps the chin strap on, so the chin strap will fall off whenever it suits itself. Luckily, with some small adhesive tape, I have been able to remedy that to a certain degree. For the weapon, we have a broken film prop used D-Boys Kar98 shell ejecting in real wood. If you want to see what film this was used in, click the link below, it will take you to it, and I was an extra and also had a costume. So, going further down, we have the Y-straps and sort of combat equipment. Now, the field gear is just a standard black belt, as World War I German belts cost not a bomb, but they're just a pain in the ass to get hold of, and I can't be bothered measuring myself to do it. So this is just a placeholder until I can actually bother to do something about it. Now, on the back here we have a Swedish canteen for World War I. Very similar to the World War I German canteens, which are very similar to the World War II German canteens, but just without a lid. So I got this for £9 off of eBay. It's a pretty decent purchase. In terms of the pouches, these are pouches, Reaper pouches for the Kar98 from World War II, but are very similar to the World War I pouches. The only difference being the World War I ones were in brown, as were the boots. But the Kaiser did order in 1916 the all brown leather, including belts, Y-straps, pouches and boots, must be shone from brown down to black. So anything you see post 1916 will most likely have black. Now, in terms of the Y-straps were commonly used in World War I by the German side, notably leather ones to begin with, as in World War II, and then canvas ones thereafter when the leather started to deplete a bit. These are actually Africa Corps World War II ones, and I've actually cut off the bit at the back which normally would sit around there to mount an A-frame. And this is because it gets in the way, and I'm sick of it fucking jingling when I'm at airsoft and it giving me away. So, patch that. Round the back we have my makeshift tornister, which is made of a Cold War Czechoslovakian dispatch rider's map case, which has a couple of things on the back which actually hook directly to the Y-straps, thus covering the O-ring for the Y-straps, which normally rests under here, which a lot of them didn't really have in World War I, bar of course the leather ones. The canvas ones used elastic, more like a set of trouser braces. Now, the tunic is a 1941 model Swedish tunic that I've converted myself to have looked more like a World War I German infantry tunic. Note, of course, the red piping, and the 8-button configuration as opposed to a 4. I also had this tailor fitted to me, so actually the French cuffs are all the right size. I was going to do Brandenburg cuffs, but it's a bit of an effort, and I don't have any more buttons to do with. And World War I German buttons are very, very expensive to buy from Hessen Antique. Go figure. So, going down, we have some just grey wool trousers. Once again, these were used and purchased for the film, link below. And then the boots are the same as in my World War II one, and also my Soviet one. These are a pair of Finnish jack boots, which do the trick just fine. The tunic holds so much effort to walk. Tunic has shoulder boards, which are Bavarian Guard Regiment. I don't know if I can get those in frame because I'm using a shitty iPhone. But they have the red crown and the white piping on them. From the back, it looks relatively, properly get down on this. It looks pretty cool. As you can see, the piping right around the collar. And for something that is entirely homemade and just on a whim, even including the red piping on the split, so when you sit like that, you know, when you're trying to attract the female attention, just, that red piping is like a Prussian mating call. So I've been told. Yeah, no, I mean, for something that's entirely homemade, I think it looks alright. Yeah, feel free to leave a comment, like, dislike, subscribe, or even if you already have, unsubscribe, because, massively, I'm underwhelming. Thanks much for watching. I've been Flashing 97, and I wish I could give you the 7 minutes of this back, because there's a good chance you probably won't need it, so, cool. Thanks for watching.